Hello AC Universe, and welcome to Canada Crossing. Today we are on our SwampCore island of Fire Cove, and we have a speed build to do. It's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't done a speed build on Fire Cove since the campsite, which was already a couple of weeks ago. So we are actually going to do Nooks Cranny today. Hello, Jambat. We are going to do, of course, all the villagers are going to be hanging around here when I'm going to try to build. Bill? Don't you have weights to lift somewhere else? Oh my god, there's another one, Drake. So yeah, obviously here on SwampCore Fire Cove, we have lots of ducks and frogs, which of course makes sense. So this is the area we're going to work on today with the Nooks Cranny shop. So we are going to try to attempt to make it a little more swampy. It's hard with these bright buildings to kind of get them to always fit in with your build. We're going to work very hard to make it work. We're going to work hard to make it work? Sure. So my idea is to kind of have, because the dock's right here, to have it more like the shipping area kind of on here, and then in front of Nooks Cranny I want to do like a trading post, because I figure that's the kind of things that would be going on in this island. So I make a little trading post and do my best to kind of conceal Nooks Cranny a little bit to make it a little more swampy, and of course add a lot of green and perhaps a bit more water features. We will see. So stick around and I'll see you at the end of the speed build. Alright, so we are back, and the speed build is complete, and I purposely picked this day because it's rainy and very swamp-like. So let's go check out our build. See all the water terraforming I've been doing. It's a lot. I purposely picked SwampCore because I didn't feel very comfortable with water terraforming, so it's really been a challenge, but you know what? You gotta try new things. Okay, so here we are. We wanted to just kind of have a nice simple entrance. Like I said at the intro, I wanted to have a trading post first. So it's just a little spot that the villagers can bring their items and trade for new items. Very simple little stalls, wooden pattern. I'll make sure to put the custom codes in the description below, so if this is a pattern that you're interested, or any of these patterns that I use, they will be in the description below, so make sure to check that out. I actually really like this pattern. I just found it on Pinterest and I think it's really cool. It's very perfect for a swamp, right? So again, I wanted to have it kind of different, so we have the stone pathing just down here. I really wanted to avoid like sand because that's not very swamp-like, so we're trying to cover as much sand as possible. So moving over to the Nooks Cranny side, or Swamp Cranny as I'm gonna rename it. So I just kind of made a boardwalk. I mean, I didn't make this boardwalk pattern. I don't know if I'm completely sold on this boardwalk pattern, to be honest. I might switch it out if I find something that I like better. I don't hate it, it's just a little too repetitive for my taste. So I might find something different. But in the meantime, it works. It's supposed to be more like worn wood, which is what I wanted, of course. And just having some simple seating here, this nice little kind of, I don't want to say an entrance, so I guess ships could stop here and, you know, to visit Nooks Cranny. Why wouldn't you want to? And of course some sea creatures to kind of add some life to our build. And then moving along on this side, it's more like I said, we have the shipping area, so we have boxes and barrels and crates and, you know, junk. Didn't want too much on my dock because it kind of needs to be left open for ships to drop off the merchandise for Nooks Crannies. Okay, and then moving right along, I basically wanted the whole back of Nooks Cranny to just look really full. So I tried to fit as many trees and wood statues and whatnot just to kind of fill up the space, just so it looks kind of really dense so you can't see the next area behind it as well. Again, just placing not too many flowers. This item's not going to have a lot of flowers, and the flowers are all going to be mostly the greens and the whites. I have popped a few bits of color here and there just because it would be so boring. So I did pop, you know, the museum has a little bit of purple, and I think one of the villagers' houses has a bit of orange. But mostly it's the green mums have really been my go-to, and then I've just kind of added some white flowers just to kind of change that up a bit. And then for the actual Nooks Cranny building, I wanted to kind of disguise it as much as possible. And I kind of like the way this entrance turned out. It's kind of, I don't know, I was gonna say grand. It's not really grand, but it's just adds a bit of more dimension to it. It adds something to it, but also works to hide some of the brightness that Nooks Cranny brings to the island, because it's not really the color palette I'm going for. This is the first time I've ever done this in any of my builds, try to mask one of the buildings. I think it looks somewhat successful. I'm not 100% sold on it. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below what you think, if there's anything you would have done different. I don't know if it's too symmetrical, and maybe I should have gone a different route to kind of make it look more natural. So again, yes, I just kind of added some more things on this side as well, just to fill up the background. There's a little sneaky stepping stones here behind it to get you to Taz's house. And then this is where all my frog villagers are. But yeah, that's our Nooks Cranny. Is it swamp-like? I think so. I'm quite happy with this build, especially considering it's mostly on a beach. I have been better in my builds to try to use the beaches more anyway, because it is a lot of space. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much. Again, I said this in my last video, but thank you so much for all the support I've been given lately. I appreciate every time somebody watches my videos. This is a dream come true for me just to be able to do this, and I appreciate that you guys enjoy it, and it keeps me motivated to keep going and producing more content. So again, thank you for the likes. Thank you for everybody who subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. I release Animal Crossing content at least twice a week, and it's always something fun. Well, that's a big promise, but it's always something. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.